Hey, welcome back. This week we depart the Desolation Sound area for Texada Island and stop at Caesar Cove for the night, and then make our way south to Vancouver, the last jump on the Inside Passage.
We are leaving Texada Island, which is right behind me, after having, well, it was a really nice night. It was a little cove and nice dock, but we didn't want to spend money if we didn't have to, and it was nice anchorage. So we decided to anchor. We were all the way in the corner. Unfortunately, we don't have any pictures or videos, I don't think. But yeah, nice night, no wind. As you can see, the water looks like that. Um, but we are going to try and head to Vancouver tonight because there's some, it's not even scary, but there's some wind coming from the northwest, and it should be maybe 20 or 20 plus. Depends on what forecast is right. But beautiful day today so far. When we get around the tip of Texada Island over there, there might be another corner to get around, but once we get around there, we'll see what the wind's doing. But usually you can see in the distance, because the wind would be coming from this direction based on the observations that I'm seeing from Predict Wind, and it'd be coming over the mountain, and then it should hit somewhere out there, and I don't even see a ripple on the water. It is still early, so that could change, but it should take us, I don't know, like 10 hours to get to Vancouver. We're going to False Creek Marina. Yeah, we luckily got a slip, and it's going to be our first bridge clearance. I think our air draft is 60, it's under 70 feet, and the bridge clearance is 90, but it's still going to be scary for our first time. We also had, for some reason, starting issues again. This time when I tested the starter, it wouldn't even spin, so I was like, oh damn, like we're going to have to stay here a couple days and get a new starter maybe, or I don't know. They had a pretty cool yard there, so it wasn't the worst, but I wouldn't want to be stuck there. Our oil was a little low yesterday, and unfortunately I didn't have any. The yard had the oil that we needed, so I did a little top up, and I think it's coming from the, I don't know what you would call it, but the turbo seal, where the kind of near the air filter. I found some oil there before, and that's when we were running the engine a lot lighter, and I heard that can affect that seal because the turbo wants to be ran higher RPM. So now we're running at 2,500 after fixing the shaft seal the other day, so we're not spraying in the engine room. But yeah, things are good. Look at that. It's like all quarries over here. Old quarries, it looks like. But still really pretty. And then that's mainland, I guess, West Coast.
The conditions in the Strait of Georgia were incredible. The water completely still, only disturbed by our wake. The sky was clear, the sun was warm, but the air had a sharp chill. Audio is probably going to be pretty rough on this, but we are on our way to Vancouver. We're hoping to get to Port Townsend by the end of this week, beginning of next week. And in Port Townsend, we're gonna have a ton of work to do. There's a lot we're skipping in this area, including Princess Louisa, which unfortunately. So yeah, anyway, we're skipping Princess Louisa, the most beautiful fjord in the world, nicknamed. Hopefully we will do that after our little refit in Port Townsend. Inevitably we gotta head south ASAP, or else we're gonna be stuck here for like a whole year. Unbeknownst to me at the time, we do in fact end up being stuck in the Pacific Northwest for an entire year. which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it will set back our plans and funds. So, but yeah, it's a lovely day. Completing the inside passage today. Final leg. It's been a long couple of months, but it was worth it. Yeah, 10 out of 10 experience. I would recommend doing what we did and going from north to south instead of going south to north, because that seems like a lot more work. Like, it seems really challenging to go north than it does to do what we did.
The strait is part of the Salish Sea, a larger network of interconnected waterways that includes Puget Sound and the Strait of Juan. Together, they form a semi-enclosed inland sea stretching across Washington and British Columbia. This whole system was shaped by glaciers thousands of years ago, which carved out the deep basins and left behind the scattered islands and narrow passages we see today. It's one of the most biologically active marine regions on the West Coast, with strong tidal exchanges, rich nutrients, and a constant movement of water beneath the surface, even when it looks completely still.
We are just about to Vancouver, the city. There's like 3 different Vancouvers. There's Vancouver Island, there's Vancouver, British Columbia, and then there's Vancouver, Washington. Yeah, there's 3. Right? Yeah. We're almost there. And it is a gorgeous sunset, closing out our final leg of the inside passage. And yeah, it's super gorgeous. I gotta take some pictures, man. We're almost to Vancouver. It's sun hath set, and there's and there's a bunch of these tugs. Some of them move, but most of them are anchored. Nothing are anchored.
Our first bridge.
I mean, we're pretty close. I think we're pretty close.
We're just getting to Vancouver now, the Fisherman's Wharf. trying to find our slip.
Our assigned slip was super challenging to find at night and very, very tight. Thank God there was no wind. The next morning, we explored Grenville Market, which was amazing, and then we explored Vancouver. After 3 months of being in remote places and being pretty isolated, Vancouver was a little bit of a shock, but we really enjoyed the availability of food and these cute little water ferries.
Aww.
Hands off, it was like, whoa. It's more than you think. Right about there. No.
Thanks so much for watching. Join us next week as we visit the Gulf Islands.